Welcome to the Rural Elf channel. I'm Rural Elf, and I will be basically your guide through this information. I wish I could take credit for everything that has been done here, but I can't. A lot of things have been brought to my door, left on my step, put on my table, put on my plate. I can't tell you the countless people that have contributed, mentored me throughout the years. I've been doing this since I was 8 years old, so there's no possible way I can take credit for any of the information at all. The only thing I can take credit for is simply posting this information so you yourself can make your own decision, and that's what this is about, to give you information, because if I go and tell you, or if I make too many assumptions, you're just going to tell me I'm off my rocker and send me on my way. But if I allow you just simply to have the information and to make your own decision about it, there's a better chance that not only you will understand it, but you will also accept this information. With this in mind, there is a thing that I have a problem with. If we cannot agree with the existence of water, then there will be no way in order to discuss fish. As simple as that. We're going to be showing you water in a bucket with a fish. We're going to be showing you a lake of water with fish. We're going to be trying to show you a larger picture of an ocean with fish. And the only way that we're going to be able to do this is if you simply accept the fact that there's water. Now, there's many different subjects that we're covering here. We've made this as broad-banded as possible so that if you don't accept one particular thing, psychic or whatever, you can understand that the other information does hold validity and will stand on its own merit. This is not to convince you that the world is about to come to end or anything like that. What it's simply trying to inform you of is the actual history that we already have, that has already been taking place, that in recent history probably began somewhere in the 1920s, 1930s with a gentleman by the name of Tesla. If you're not familiar with him, you've come to the site perhaps just a little bit early. Go ahead, view the videos, but also look up Tesla. If you're a serious student or something like that, and you do not know Tesla, we need to backtrack a little bit, because without the background of Tesla, you will not even begin to conceive that this is not magic. This is actual technical occurrences, inventions by man, and possibly reverse engineering as well, but that has not yet been determined. I'm not asking you to make that decision. So we're going to start this story where everyone likes to benchmark where the start is, and it is actually the middle of the story, and this is Roswell. So I'd like you to think about a farmer, and he is running around on his tractor doing the things that farmers do, and he comes across a piece of junk in his back 40. Well, this is happening quite a bit to him and other farmers in the area, because there's a sophisticated air base right over here that plays around with experimental things all the time, and bits and pieces fall off or crash or is, misguided and wind up in someone's pasture or something like that all the time. So he goes back to the phone, and he picks up the phone, and he calls the CQ desk, and he says, "Hey, listen, guys, you left a piece over here in my back 40, and CQ guy says, "Okay, great, we're going to send out a small recovery team and pick that up. Thank you very much for being a good citizen." Well, the recovery team goes out there, and they call back to the CQ desk, and the CQ answers the phone, and they say that we need a nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare cleanup team out here. And, well, there's a little note on the CQ desk that in the event of nuclear or something like that being done, you have to take this note out, and you rip the top off, and there's a card in it, and you do everything that is exactly on this card. Now, anyone that's been in the military knows about these cards. It's a standard operating procedure, and you can have a monkey do it if they're not that intelligent. At least they can follow the first instruction. On every card I've ever seen, the first instruction has always been contact the commanding officer. Is the first thing listed on these cards. So, basically, the commanding officer would be immediately called in. They did send a recovery team. According to records, approximately 253 U.S. personnel responded to this. At any rate, the day after this happens, the commanding officer, really happy with himself, comes to the press microphone and happily announces to the entire world, "We have captured a UFO." Well, at that time they called them flying saucers. And, well, this immediately started everything up as far as the press is concerned, as far as the general public is concerned. And 24 hours after this, they wish you to believe that 250, including the commander of this top secret operations and the commander overseeing all these things, failed to identify a weather balloon. I can understand cause and effect, and I can understand that, things must be fixed eventually, but it does explain the smart bomb. However, its usage of the smart bomb doesn't seem to be any much better than the predecessor. So we do have a problem, and the problem is just simply awareness. People need to be aware of this information, that people need to be aware this technology is out there before this technology can be used against us. Absolutely used against us, because this technology is not being used in warfare. You're not seeing this here being used in Iraq with an outstanding Air Force or anything like that. This information is being covered up. It is such a small group that is fully aware of it, and in that there is danger. So this is why many of these sites have come up. This is why that my friends list is the way it is, and I'd like to cover real quick. I'd like you to cover the friends list. I'd like you to visit Beamship Captain. I'd like you to visit Alien Scientist. I would like you to check out the other friends or the subscriptions on this, because it just simply leads to more information and a broader information. I'd like to thank all those people as well. I'd like to thank Beamship for tolerating me and listening to me rant patiently as I get my act together. I'd like to thank Alien Scientist for his patience with me, and the fact that I am not a mathematician, and he is well rehearsed in math. He's been helpful in the beginning of this, and I hope that he continues to be helpful. I'm going to end this at this point, because there's a lot of videos other than my own that you would like to see now, and I would very much like you to take a look at them. But again, like I said, as you're looking at them, I would like you to compare one piece of information to another and make your own determination. Because again, if I tell you, you're not going to believe me. I can put so much on your plate that it becomes absolutely unbelievable, and without the existence of water or agreeing on it, there is no way we will ever get that far. So, when does disclosure start? It started a while ago. I'm just trying to catch it up and put it all together for you, because the disclosure has been going on for quite a while. It's in our computers. It is in the technology that we use every day. It is in the cars that make 100 miles per gallon. This is common everyday technology, and if you don't believe me, the first thing I want you to do is go down and buy an Ionic Breeze and figure out how that thing works without a propeller. Please. Okay? If this information is being covered up, its actual uses are being covered up. The information is actually there. Okay? It's in front of us every day. We just never dawned that, hey, we could use this for that. So, wrapping this up, gentleman that got my respect, if only for one comment that he made at every closing of his show, and that was Dave Allen. He had a wonderful observation. I have loved the man dearly since I heard the phrase. So I will be ending my videos with this phrase as well. Thank you. May your God be with you.